seen the longer relay heats, and now time for the women's 4x100 meters, which will have 2 and then 3 of the men's to follow after that as part of this morning's session. So Netherlands go on the outside with Kaba Hertzi leading them off. Portugal, Barbosa, Castellano, Oliveira and Diaz. Very strong British quartet though. It should be close with the Germans. We go in the next heat. Spain from 5, also medal contenders. Slovenia with the Potnik, who was disqualified individually. And also did make a final 2, so she has been busy, her 3rd event. Lithuanians from lane 3, and Poland in 2, with Aleksandra Piotrowska leading them off. 7th in the 100 meters final. Well, the British quartet expected to be the standout team in this first heat. Faith Akinbeleje to Kisiwa Mensah, Alison Bell and Joy Eze. Full lineup with Poland, Lithuania, Slovenia, Spain, Great Britain and Northern Ireland, and Portugal and the Netherlands. So it's the top 3 going through to the final, and then 2 time qualifiers across the 2 heats. There is that crisp sound of the gun. Athletes with batons in hand underway. And Piotrowska going strongly for Poland on this first leg. Let's watch these changeovers. Solid for the British. On to Kisiwa Mensah, who had that opportunity at the World Relays. Mixed 4x1 3rd place, alongside the experience of someone like Asha Philip. Alison Bell, another previous European age group winner in the relay. Joy Eze, under 18 and under 20 success for her. And now here at the under 23s, looking very strong ahead of the Polish quartet, close for 3rd. But it is Britain and Poland. And then that battle between Netherlands and Spain for 3rd place to make it through to the final. But look at what it means to Joy Eze. She was very unfortunate not to be selected individually, but it was just down to the strength in depth of the British team. The likes of Success Edouan, who got gold in the 200, Wedderburn Goodison, who got silver in the 100, and tough to find a place for her because they'd all improved, including to 11.1. Renee Regis as well. I understand they've turned down a place in the team. Certainly that was what's been mentioned on social media. Either way, I'm sure big things to come for her, and she'll still be eligible in 2027. Alison Bell, the Scottish athlete there, cheering Joy Eze. And she came through as a reigning European under-20 champion, at least for a few more weeks. The screams of hand. Of course, in the relays, we wait until the result is official, but a strong time there, 43.07 for the British quartet. And look at that, it's actually only 0.03 outside the championship record, which was set by Great Britain and Northern Ireland in Espoo just 2 years ago. So what a way to start. Poland getting a national under-23 record also. You know, they're funny things, under-23 records, because sometimes they are the same as seniors, particularly in something like a sprint event. Not necessarily the case in a 4x100 meter relay, but you kind of think that under-20 records and senior records are more important. But still, something to be proud of. Netherlands did get there just ahead of Spain, less than a tenth in it, 43.94. And then the times to watch out for, 44.02 for the Spanish, and for Portugal, 44.21, which was a national under-23 record.
So the next heat of the women's 4x1. France, Germany, Finland, Turkey, Italy and Switzerland going in this one, with Germany a strong contingent. 2 finalists, including Horia Kuku, finishing yesterday 8th in the women's 200 meter final. Jolina Ernst, who was 5th in the 100 metres. Caligiuri, who's going on the 3rd leg for Switzerland, 5th in the 200-metre final yesterday. Botello will lead Italy off, going in lane 6. Turquie in lane 5. Finland, Bergen on the first leg for them. They go in lane 4. Germany, have already spoken about some of the athletes that 2nd and 3rd leg, Akuku and Ernst. Expect them to be big gainers. And France on the inside, they'll have big expectations of their own. So first 3 across the line qualify automatically. So underway, first 3 across the line automatically through to the final. Good start from the Italians, going in lane 6 and moving very well as they hand over. Germany now, as we expected, a quick second leg from Akuku, who will hand over to Ernst, and now they're moving incredibly well. Germany leading. Switzerland on the outside, and they have the lead from Germany. France battling with Turquie for that final automatic qualification spot, and they will just get there. 43.47 is where the clock has stopped. So the times for the non-automatic qualification places for the last race were 44.02 from Spain, and Portugal 44.21. Turquie, national record, but it won't be enough. And so those next 2 fastest will come from the first of our 2 heats.
Well, incredible performance here from the Swiss. You can see nearest the camera, beat a German quartet that's been very successful in the women's 400 4x1 in the past, I should say. Caligiuri, who we saw in tears yesterday after the individual 200 final, looked to be in control there early in that changeover zone. And I love just to see the enthusiastic cheering from those handing over the baton. As ever, the officials will be keeping a close eye on those changeovers.
And one that they might have a look at is the Italians, who it didn't look like the cleanest at all. Some communication issues there, but down in 5th and wouldn't feature, of course, with those 2 fastest qualifiers coming from the first heat. DNF for Finland. And there you go, confirmation on your screen of those going through to the finals.
To the first of our 4 relay finals. The women's 4x100 metres. Well, in qualification, Great Britain were just 0.04 off their own championship record. Very, very close to it, which was set 2 years ago. Netherlands on the outside, keep their quartet the same. From that, they qualified earlier. There's Piotrowska leading Poland off, the individual 100 finalists. But this is a very strong quartet for Great Britain, including the individual 200 champion success, Edouan. And then the Swiss, who had 2 women in the 200 individual final. Germany brought in Viola John and Chelsea Kadiri. And then the French 2023 silver medalists behind the British quartet. There were great celebrations in Portugal upon a national under-23 record. A wait to see if they'd qualify, and they were ecstatic to have done so. Spain on the inside, who won in 2017 with the likes of the European indoor 400 medalist, Paula Sevilla. We always see great athletes come through these championships. If you're watching at under 20 level, or the under 23s a couple of years ago, you would have seen the likes of Alison Bell, Success Erdogan, Nia Wedderburn Goodison, all looking strong for the Brits. But Germany have won this title 4 times since 2013. Spain, Portugal, France, Germany, Switzerland, Great Britain and Northern Ireland, Poland and the Netherlands in this final. So keep your eyes on these changeovers around this lap. Could be close between the Brits and the Germans. Two nations that seem to be so strong at this particular level. Poland going well, but Britain with the chase down here. Mensah to Bell, who was just outside the medals individually, but did lead this quartet to victory in Espoo 2 years ago. Has that experience now. Success Erdogan will try and come down this home straight clear. Poor changeover for the Germans. And it's Poland chasing the Brits, but they won't catch them. And what a performance, a championship record. The first team to ever go sub 43 seconds. And very close to the British under-23 record of 42.80. Well, extraordinary, but it was something that you thought might happen, because you had Success Erdogan, who already had 5 age group medals and 2 golds, make that 6 and 3. It's Alison Bell's 3rd European age group relay gold. And Nia Wedderburn Goodison also her 3rd and her 4th medal, including silver here in the 100 meters. But to come in with pedigree in a relay is one thing, to deliver like that is another. The Germans had to be at their best to contend, and in the end, was that final changeover that let them down a little. We're going to see it in the replay here. Chelsea Kadiri just had to stop in her tracks. Erdogan comes home, and then very close here, as you can see, Poland did just hold on ahead of Switzerland.
Well, what a race and what a run from Great Britain and Northern Ireland. New championship record, as Alex said, first team under 43 seconds. Well, we felt something special might be cooking. Maybe not the cleanest handover there between the 2nd and 3rd leg, but well, they made up for it in terms of the speed. Bell hounding over to Erdogan, who had, well, such a special race in the 200 meters yesterday. So great to watch her do exactly what she does best, and then doing it 2 nights in a row, and look at that reaction. Superb. A really special quartet, this.
What a name to do it as well. Success across the track. She told me her mum gave her that name because she had a good pregnancy. It went well, and therefore, why not? But it was an athlete who had a background in swimming, who was spotted by a teacher sprinting the whole way in a mile cross-country race. And the whole squad celebrates, of course. Joy Eze, running in the heat, was unlucky not to make individual selection, but a big margin of victory there, and a championship record 42.92 officially to retain the title.
And all gathered around the championship record board, including Joy Eze, such a talented athlete in her own right, as Nia Wedderburn Goodison tries to get back up to her feet. A really busy few days of competition for her. And, well, what a start she gave Great Britain, flying around the top bend. We're taking a look back at the handovers. Now, they were really clean. This one, just slightly messy. But if you consider what they've just done with that kind of handover, that could have been a little bit tighter. They made up for it, though, with all the speed that these 4 have as individuals, and coming together, breaking the championship record, which, well, very special. So, disqualification for Poland. can see that the same handover that Great Britain and Northern Ireland struggled with. That was our focus when we first looked back at it, with them smashing the championship record, but confirmation that Poland also struggling as they came into that bottom bend, and a disqualification there.
Yeah, Great Britain or Germany winning that particular title 8 times, and Great Britain for the 4th time.
Hey, I'm Ellis Fitzgerald, and you need to go and sign up to European Athletics YouTube.